Good evening, everybody. I'm Chuck Rogers. I'm a licensed professional counselor and licensed marriage and family therapist.
And I'm Keith Dunn, and I am a network engineer.
And together we are Tabletop Coffee, each week taking a topic, trying to do life, do it well, being bold.
And never, ever bitter.
And tonight we're going to talk about change your life by making a request and see what happens.
You know, I was thinking about this whole thing of making a request.
Yeah, we talk about this a lot.
And see what happens. Tip the domino, you know? And, you know, we've not really talked about this before, but as far as how Chuck and I got together and why we're here.
Yeah, true.
You know,
Yes.
That was tipping a domino for sure.
And you tipped it.
I did.
Yeah.
I tipped it. Yeah.
I didn't know you, you didn't know me, but
Right.
we had someone who knew both of us.
Mm-hmm.
My former business partner, our computer was acting up, and she said, well, I know this guy. Do you want to call him? And I'm like, yeah. So we called, and you came over.
That's right.
And you'd been servicing our computer for
A number of years.
several years.
Yeah, it had been a number of years for the company that Chuck was at, and also the
The other
company next door.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just got to a point where I thought, you know, let's just go out and have coffee together. Just sit down, see if there's anything there to talk about. You know, building relationships with people. And that's what it's all about. As far as business for me goes, I want to build those relationships with people.
Well, you said you were working on coffee, or working on our computer, working on coffee, working on our
I was working
computer.
on coffee because I'm good at coffee too.
Yes.
No, I'm terrible.
And
at
then
coffee.
you started to leave, and you turned around and you said, hey, do you want to grab coffee sometime?
Yeah.
And I said, sure.
Okay.
So we did the next Wednesday or Thursday after that.
Right.
And we've been having coffee almost every week now.
That's right.
For many years.
Many, many years.
Yeah.
Yeah. About the only time that we don't meet up for coffee is when I go out of town.
Yeah, so it's so important to us. We talked about how to do this. What day of the week do we choose? We kind of thought, hey, should we end our work week on Fridays by having coffee? But then if you miss it, then you've missed for the week. So we strategically plan our time to have coffee on Wednesday mornings at 7:30, so that if we can on Wednesday, the fallback is Thursday, or the fallback is
It's
Friday.
Friday. Yeah. So we have a few days built in there to catch up with each other. And we almost always make it work because it's so important. It's so important to me. And what a domino to tip. The relationship that we've built together is just fantastic. We're able to share business dealings, different things that we deal with in business because we both own businesses, and relationships and communication. So it just worked perfect.
Yeah, we look forward to it. We enjoy the event. We have good memories of it. And it's in our schedule, so it's already, we know that this is what we're going to do every week.
That's right. Yeah. And it's important. So tipping that domino.
Yeah, you tipped that domino. You made that request, and it changed both of our lives.
Yeah, it did.
You know, I work with people all the time about doing something different, tipping a domino, get some action going. And then it reminds me of the story of Saul's donkeys.
Okay.
And I'll often tell this to my clients as well. You know, in the Old Testament, King Saul, before he was that, he was just a regular guy. And his father's donkeys were loose. And so he took the servant with him, and they went out looking for the donkeys.
Right.
And so they couldn't find him. And then Saul was like, isn't there a prophet, a man of God of whom we can inquire? The servant says, yes, over here. So they go and they meet with Samuel.
Right.
And told him they were looking for his dad's donkeys. And his dad says, or Samuel says to Saul, stay here the night and then go home tomorrow morning. Your donkeys have already been found, but now your dad's more worried about you than he is about donkeys.
That's right.
And then the next morning, he was like, oh yeah, while you're here, let me anoint you as king of Israel.
That's right.
Israel.
Yeah.
So he was on the move. He was on the way. He was looking for donkeys and got anointed as king while he was on the way.
Yeah.
And I think that's often the way it is while you're in motion, while you're moving from one place to another, other things often take place, very seldom do things ever happen in solitude or while people are stationary.
Oh, that is such a great way to look at that.
So make a request, change your
Yes.
life, and maybe someone else is in the process.
Yeah, it could be the best thing you ever do. Just take the opportunities that come to you and walk through those doors.
Just think of how different our lives would be if you hadn't made that request.
That'd be sad.
It would.
Yeah, it really would. So give that a try. And if you've run into that yourself, put it in comments below.
Yeah,
We
let us
would
know.
love to hear your stories. Our story is fantastic. We're so excited about our story, but we would love to hear yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And please subscribe.
Yep, ding that bell so you're notified of upcoming videos.
And make sure to like it.
Yep, share it with your friends.
Thanks, everyone. And remember, this is the video that we did last week on cave exploring.
Yeah, cave exploring with
Milton Erickson.
Milton Erickson. Yeah.
We
Where
haven't- Did we release that one yet?
we haven't released that one
Yeah,
yet.
well,
But I'll make sure I release that one. I might release that one next. Or this one might come out. I don't know. I was actually going to talk about that. That's funny that you brought that up because I was going to bring up the caves and Milton Erickson. And I was thinking, oh, I can't do that yet because we haven't released
so
the video.
I brought it up, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, if it's not out already, I'll probably cut this out and you may never see it.